My name is Michelle McCabe, and this is my Me and Metals story. So I was born and raised in Hamilton, Ontario, otherwise known as Steel Town because of the steel mills of Stelco and Dofasco. So admittedly, growing up, I didn't have a lot of exposure other than driving by the mills, but my parents did have season tickets to the Hamilton Tiger Cats CFL, and the stadium was not too far from Stelco and Dofasco. So sitting in the stands, cheering on my favorite football team, seeing the smokestacks on the horizon was a staple. I've actually had two careers. My first career was in sales, selling newspaper advertising, and my coworker, who then became my boss, was a phenomenal mentor. She was wonderful. About 15 years ago, a coworker introduced me to human resources. What originally brought me to Ryerson was that it was close to home, but I also felt that connection to having, grown up in Hamilton and in Steel Town. So I didn't really have an impression coming into this industry. But I can tell you, as I began to tour around our Canadian locations, I was absolutely blown away by all the different pieces of equipment and the capabilities that we had. Every chance I get to speak to an employee, I always encourage them, this is your career. Take ownership of your career. In my career, I've been fortunate to have been mentored by strong women who have helped me progress. For women pursuing a career in metals, there's often a perception of a glass ceiling. So when I'm interviewing people, I'm proud to say we have women in every capacity, from our warehouses to senior leadership positions. To encourage career development and progression, Ryerson has created various programs like the Women's Sponsorship Program, Operations Mentorship Program, and our Diversity and Inclusion Initiative, just to name a few. I love that we support our local communities through Ryerson Gives Back volunteer activities, and I feel that Ryerson really has a lot to offer. In order for me to get back into Hamilton from Burlington, you do have to cross a really large bridge. And as you're at the top of the bridge, you see the Stelco and Dofasco right there on the waterfront. And I feel pride knowing that that's where, a big part of our metal is coming from. And now that I'm part of that industry. So I definitely feel it's come full circle for me.